You guys, welcome to another amazing episode of Spillitwithrabitz. And as you know, on Spillitwithrabitz, we always showcase our northern creatives based on say they are so amazing at their crafts. And we are so excited because this episode is powered and refreshed by the amazing that, right? Okay, so it's a good day to be alive. This is from the lyrics of the song of my guest today. He is a big shot here in Kaduna and in the whole world. His name is DIA. They call him Uncle DIA. DIA is on my couch and I feel so blessed. Good to have you, DIA.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank
you
you.
been? How you doing? How is the craft? How is everything?
I'm very well. We thank the Lord. Alive and kicking. It's always a good day to be alive.
Beautiful. You see that song? That song is, I don't know what to say about that song.
Yeah.
I usually play it in the mornings because I feel like it's a song to kickstart your day with.
Yeah.
So it makes me want to ask you what was in your head when you were penning it down, because there should be something, there's an emotion that comes with listening to that song. There's a place where you said something about, man, I feel so special, and all of that. So when you pen down your lyrics, what do you want your audience to feel?
Well, most times when I write songs, I wouldn't say there's a motive behind me writing songs. Most times when I do them, it's just me expressing how I feel at that particular point in time. It's just letting out that particular emotion at that point in time. So Good Day to Be Alive was basically me giving gratitude to the Almighty for the opportunity to be alive. And I was having a good day then, I think. And I wrote that song post-COVID after the lockdown. And we don't know how lockdown was for a lot of people. It was crazy. A lot of us thought we wouldn't survive. So after lockdown, everyone was, and the idea of the song just came and I wrote it down.
Funny how you wrote it when you were having a good day and it can inspire someone who is having a bad day.
Actually, that is the power of music. That's how it works.
How long have you been doing music?
Officially, I dropped my first song in 2010.
Okay.
But prior to that, I've been writing and rapping since 2003.
So what has been keeping you going? What do you drink? Which inspiration? Because in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
There's a point where you get with your craft and you feel like, well, should I give up? Should I not give up? Should I try something else? But you've been at it since 2013, you said, right?
Yeah.
So what
2010.
2010. So what has been keeping you going?
Well, the crazy thing is, as you go higher, whatever you do, not just music, you get to it tends to get harder and more challenging. They say with greater power comes great responsibility. So that is how it is for me. And I think the only driving force for me has been the love of it, the passion. That is what has been keeping me going. But a lot of times I've thought of quitting but here I am still.
This is 2023.
Yeah.
And you have been putting in a lot of work because for you to be where you are today, there's so much work in it, right?
Definitely.
So do you think that the hard work that you're putting into your craft is measuring up to the results that you're getting?
Yes, I would say yes. I haven't gotten to the point where I want to be yet, but I've seen so much progress in my journey, and that is one of the reasons why I keep doing, or I'm still doing what I'm doing. Like, I've seen a measurable amount of progress over time, and it has kept me going.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You participated in the Rabitz Cypher a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
In fact, it buzzed the internet. How did you feel about that? And it was a challenge, it was a competition, so you didn't come out top.
Yeah.
What was it like for you, the feelings and all that?
Well, for me, most times I have opportunities to do like that. I just give it my best shot. For me, it's all about, like I mentioned, expressing yourself. So whenever I feel and let me compare music or creativity to something, one very simple analogy. If you have a cup of water and you keep pouring water into that cup, if you don't turn it up, you can't put more water into it. So as a creative, if you can't pour out, you won't even have more ideas to pump into yourself. So the more I spill out, the more ideas I have. That's why I like to put out stuff. If I can't put out an official single, I'll use it to create content. Just put it out there so that I create room for more ideas to come.
You guys have still been having a beautiful conversation with Uncle DIA. Do not forget that this episode is refreshed by that, right? And we are going to have to cheers to that. DIA,
Yes.
can you take your glass? Because I would want you to tell me what the drink tastes like. Cheers.
Okay.
What do you think?
It's quite refreshing.
Refreshing enough for us to continue this interview, right?
Yep. Yes, it is.
Okay, so there's something that has been buzzing the internet. I think you said it last week. People were talking about how Kaduna people do not support their own. You know, that Kaduna, they come out for their people if they do something for Kaduna, or is your case and all of that. What do you think?
Well, I can't relate to that because for me in the past, whatever I've come out to do, people have supported me.
Okay.
And I think it all boils down to, first of all, you believing in yourself and what you do. If you don't believe in yourself and what you do to a particular level, people wouldn't even key into what you do. And you have to show a certain level of seriousness for people to take you serious. You can't expect to be anyhow or take your craft anyhow and people will be the one to take it serious on your behalf. So you have to put in work to a certain level. And the funny thing is, people love identifying with success. So if you're heading in the right direction and you're doing things the right way and they see your progress, they will want to identify with it by default.
100%.
Yeah. So that is it for me. I think most people who cry about not getting support, it's either you're not doing it the correct way or you're not doing it the correct way.
How about from the government of Kaduna State? You know, because there's one thing that is beautiful about Lagos.
Yeah.
When they see that something is moving, the government wants to say, oh, we're here. I mean, the other time the trended, we saw that the governor of the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, right?
Yeah.
He went there. He tasted the food. He showed that, the government, we
part,
love
support.
creative people. We are supportive to creative people. So do you think that Kaduna creatives also get that support from the government?
Well, I wouldn't compare that with Lagos. To a reasonable extent, we do, because I know to a certain level there are certain events where the government tries to involve creatives around here. But the only hindering factor I'll say is where we find ourselves, we're in a very conservative environment and people can't act beyond what they know. Here, we don't accept. Entertainment is, like I said, we're conservative. So even the entertainment industry is a bit conserved, it's a bit laid back. And the government is not involved because I'm not sure they've understood that this is a source of creating revenue for the state. So I think if they are able to realize that, okay, this is somewhere we can tap in and actually create revenue, they would.
Okay, so what challenges did you face, when you were starting out, and were the challenges enough for you to say, you know what, I'm not doing again, and what kept you going? You know why I'm asking this? Because there are a lot of younger ones who are coming up also in the entertainment industry here in the north, so they can take something away from what you would have to say.
Okay, for me, at several points in time, I've thought of quitting. I wouldn't even lie, I've worked 9 to 5. I've worked before, office work, but I realized at some point, this is not me. Like, it was tying me down. I can't be in the office and I'm thinking of rap. Like, I'm supposed to submit a report, I'm writing music, you understand? So, I've thought of quitting, but then I kept pushing. And one thing that has helped me or kept me is the love of it, the passion. I think that is what will continue motivating you. But as you get higher, it gets difficult, and you get to times where you feel like you're all alone doing this by yourself. You might need help, and people might not understand you, and a lot of things. So at that point in time, the only thing that will keep you going is your passion, the love for it. Yeah.
So what you're saying to young people who are coming up is be passionate about what you do.
Be passionate about it. And I don't think passion is something you can even get or buy. I think it comes from within. If it comes from within, if you love something, like, you would go all out for it.
So let's round up with this question, right?
Yeah.
You were part of the Mr. Yakubu challenge. It was a challenge that, in fact, it buzzed because of the INEC thingy and all of that. And some of your people were saying this, your verse was good enough, to be retweeted by Fowls.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on Fowls' page.
Yeah.
How did it make you feel? And do you think that they didn't retweet, your people didn't retweet it enough? Kaduna people didn't support you enough? Your fans didn't support you enough for us to see it or something?
Funny enough, that particular post is one of the posts one of my social media posts that has had the most engagement ever, like across all social media platforms. Like I've never posted anything that had such reactions. And for me, I wouldn't say I felt bad or anything because one, I believe in myself so much that I don't need anybody's validation to say, okay, this thing is good enough. If I know something, if I do something that is good enough, I know it's good enough. So for me, it's all but a matter of time. Like when it will pop, it will pop. Yeah.
It's giving I know who I am vibes.
You know. That's what's up.
You guys, we're still on Spill It with Rabitz, and I've been with the amazing Uncle DIA. Like we told you before, it's a good day to be alive. When we come back, we're gonna play a game. Are you ready?
No problem.
Are you sure?
I'm here.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is still Spill It with Rabitz, and I'm still with the amazing Uncle DIA. You see those positions that we have staying now? You get to town. We have changed our position. That means that we're about to play a game. So the idea of the game is that we'll try to pull. This is a tissue paper in case you don't know what this thing is. And this is a rubber cup with water, okay? So we'll try to pull. The first person that gets to the end starts all over again and gets to the end. So the idea is that you'll have to be patient and be careful. If the water touches the tissue paper, what's the law for you, right? So the first person that gets to the end twice wins the game. Are you ready? Uncle DIA, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and go. So you have to be very, very careful. Could have been. You didn't get your own is not.
It's almost at the edge.
So you have to set it up again.
Are there any rules?
Whoever wins first.
No rules.
This is the second time, and I'm almost getting to the edge. Oh my God. Sorry. You guys, when a winner is talking to you, you have to open your ear and listen, okay? Please do not forget to always like, subscribe, share, join in the conversation. Uncle DIA, how do you feel about me winning you on this very simple game? I mean,
I just let you feel like that's part of what uncles do. We don't want our nieces and nephews to feel bad.
Anything that makes you sleep well at night.
It is what it is.
Thank you so much, Uncle DIA, for being here. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Until we come your way next time, please do not forget to always like, share, and so Uncle DIA, I beg them. Speak out for Hausa.
Allah, bismillah.
You're finished. Okay. Bye.